Have you ever been given an assignment that confused you? You just didn't know what your boss was driving at? There's a chance that your assignment lacked clarity, which can lead to stress, frazzled nerves, wasted time, and nothing to show for your efforts. That's why this program will focus on 3 critical clarities that you should consider before starting a business or a new project. They are clarity of direction, what's our goal and why? Clarity of organization, who and how will we get the job done? Clarity of measurement, how will we measure our performance along the way? Ewing Kauffman, the renowned founder of Marion Laboratories and the Ewing-Marion Kauffman Foundation for Entrepreneurism, relied on these clarities in building his business and foundation. They are as relevant today as they were then. Let's get started. Clarity of direction requires the leader to inform the team exactly what the particular task is and why it is important to the overall good of the business. For example, a clear directive would be to increase annual sales by $1 million in the next 12 months. Unclear direction would be to just increase sales. Another example of clarity of direction would be to reduce monthly utility expenses by 15% before year end. Unclear direction would be to simply cut expenses. In both of these examples, the leader should also tell the team why achieving these goals is important to the overall good of the company. For instance, increasing sales by $1 million will set the company on a trajectory for profitability, which means a bonus for everyone in the company. Before we move on, it's also important that you set no more than 5 or 6 clear, specific objectives that everyone can remember and understand. No one can remember 33 different objectives. Next, clarity of organization answers the question, who's responsible? In a small company, there may only be 1 or 2 people who are responsible for a project's outcome, while in a larger company, it might require a team. In either case, it's important to clearly establish the roles and responsibilities of every team member. For example, at Marion Laboratories, Ewing Kauffman was the founder and chairman. The CEO was responsible for 3 to 10-year strategic direction, with emphasis on new product development. The COO was responsible for the 1 to 3-year manufacturing, sales, marketing, and other day-to-day functions. With this structure in place, there was no confusion about whose job it was to get certain things done. So make sure that every member of your team, from the leader on down, knows exactly what their job is and why it's important to the overall success of the organization. Clarity of measurement is simple to understand, but difficult to accomplish because it requires discipline. By setting clear objectives, leaders can measure a person or a team's progress toward the goal. At Marion, leaders would ask, are we on plan? If not, why not? And what do we have to do to get back on plan? Communication and feedback are critical elements of measurement. Effective leaders communicate regularly, whether one-on-one or in a group setting, so everyone knows how they are doing. At Marion, all employees attended quarterly Marion on the Move meetings. Everyone heard how the company was doing, what they were doing well, and what they could do better. To wrap up this program on building and leading an organization, here are a few other tips. Hire the best. Don't be afraid to hire people smarter than you. Hire people with the right skills for their job, and then make sure their values are consistent with yours. Otherwise, it's like oil and water. It won't mix. Allow your people to succeed. Be a macro leader, not a micromanager. Demand excellence and reward it. And finally, if someone isn't right for the job, don't waste your time and theirs. Empathetically let them go to pursue a job that is better fit for their skills. We hope you'll take what you've learned from this program and apply it to your organization. So, what's your clarity of direction? What are your goals? Be specific. Clarity of organization. Who's responsible for achieving these goals? Clarity of measurement. How will you track your progress and make corrections if necessary? We hope this program has provided some tips to help your business leap ahead. For more helpful information, visit www.leapahead.com, and we'll see you next time.